The news cycle this week has been heavily focused on President-elect Donald Trump's picks for cabinet positions. One of the most anticipated announcements happening Thursday, with RFK Jr. being nominated for Secretary of Health and Human Services. The reaction pouring in is a mix and defying party lines. A right-leaning news outlet coming out against Trump's pick, while a Democratic governor is voicing support for it. Colorado Governor Polis posting a lengthy message on X saying he is excited by the news that Trump will appoint RFK Jr. He says, "Before you mock him or disagree, I want to share with you some quotes that if he follows through show why I'm excited. Level the playing field for Americans internationally on drug costs. Cap drug prices so that companies can't charge Americans substantially more than Europeans pay. Yes." In some categories, there are entire departments like the nutrition department at the FDA that have to go, that are not doing their job. They're not protecting our kids. Yes. We've got to get off of pesticide-intensive agriculture. Yes. He will face strong special interest opposition on these, but I look forward to partnering with him to truly make America healthy again. RFK Jr. replied to Polis's message of support, thanking him and saying he looks forward to working with the Democratic governor. Some Republican lawmakers are eager over the potential appointment of Kennedy, lawmakers like Senator Ron Johnson calling him brilliant. But some Democratic lawmakers like Senator Ed Markey called the appointment dangerous. As for the media, both left-leaning and right-leaning outlets are expressing concerns over the nominee. Most of the media's focus on RFK Jr. is over his controversial remarks on vaccines. The Associated Press labeling him as an anti-vaccine activist. PBS labeled RFK Jr. as someone who has promoted vaccine misinformation. And the New York Post editorial board coming out against the nomination, saying putting RFK Jr. in charge of health breaks the first rule of medicine. The Post's first lines read, "The overriding rule of medicine is first, do no harm. We're certain installing Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to head Health and Human Services breaks this rule." The Associated Press wrote, "Again and again, Kennedy has made his opposition to vaccines clear. In July, he said in a podcast interview that there's no vaccine that is safe and effective, and told Fox News that he still believes in the long-ago debunked idea that vaccines can cause autism." In Governor Polis's endorsement of RFK leading the nation's health initiatives, he cautioned RFK Jr. not to ban vaccines, but to lean into personal choice. In an interview with MSNBC, RFK Jr. says he's never been anti-vaccine. And in an interview with NBC after Trump won the election, he reiterated vaccinations should be about choice.
Oh, I'm not going to take away anybody's vaccines. I've never been anti-vaccine.
You will not take any vaccine that is currently on the market.
If vaccines are working for somebody, I'm not going to take them away. People ought to have a choice, and that choice ought to be informed by the best information.
Other reaction to RFK Jr. came straight from the markets, with makers of vaccines seeing their stocks fall sharply following the news of RFK Jr.'s nomination. Moderna sank 6%, Pfizer fell more than 4%, and Novavax dropped over 2%. Thanks for watching our news update. For more stories that matter to you, download the Straight Arrow News mobile app today.